Hey all, Brent here for the very, very busy week ending July 26th, 2009. It was Comic-Con this week, so let's get cracking. Now, Comic-Con's still kind of going on as I write this, but I hope there's nothing too major coming on soon. So anyway, the action-adventure series CANAAN, currently airing in Japan, will get a 3-movie compilation deal starting in October. And see, this is funny, because they used to do this for 50-episode series, and now they're doing it for a 13-episode series. What are they going to cut out? I don't know. Anyway, this is more Comic-Con-ish. Convergence Entertainment, which is based in both California and Asia, has optioned Gungrave. Cool. This is the same company that produced the live-action King of Fighters movie, though. Yeah. However, Dark Horse and Universal are negotiating on a movie based on Clover, the Clamp manga, one of their more seminal titles. No deal yet, though. However, they are moving forward on film versions of the Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service and MPD Psycho. Yay? I don't know. There are other things I'd rather see movies of, but whatever. More news on the Halo Legends movie, though. Mamoru Oshii's directing a segment. Again, yay. And there's a trailer over on GameTrailers.com, plus I'm sure tons of other places. Basically, it looks like it's going to be the Animatrix, which is a good or a bad thing depending on what you thought of the Animatrix. Expected in early 2010, which note could be June, technically. Also in movie news, you know that Battle Angel Alita movie that James Cameron's been planning for the past couple decades? Well, he's still looking at it very seriously, according to a hilarious little YouTube clip of him at Comic-Con. Go ahead and check that out. Unfortunately, right now he's completely overwhelmed with Avatar. No, not that Avatar. Got this movie coming out, and it's just can't even think about Alita right now. But yeah, one of those things on his plate. Marvel has said they've got 3 anime productions in the works, new anime productions. One for Blade, which sounds perfect for anime. One for X-Men, okay. And one for Planet Hulk. These won't be done by Madhouse, though. That's for their previously announced Iron Man and Wolverine projects. They'll be done by Madhouse. These will be done by new folks. Oh, are you a Twilight fan? Of course, everyone is. Manhwa Young Kim is working on an official Twilight manga, and reportedly Stephanie Meyer is checking it panel by panel to make sure it's the most awesomest thing ever. Yay! Is that not enough? Still can't get enough vampires? Then you'll be happy to note that Viz has licensed the anime Vampire Knight, which is a recent series about 2 school prefects who have to keep the secret night classes of vampires and then day classes of regular folks and keep them separated, you know, all that stuff. Gotta keep them separated. So if Twilight fans, you got plenty there. Or are you one of those folks who are sick to death of Twilight? Well then, head on over to laweekly.com where they posted 5 manga and anime vampire sagas you should check out instead of Twilight. Choices are not too surprising. Vampire Hunter D, Blood the Last Vampire, Hellsing, Trinity Blood, and hey, Vampire Knight. It also embeds clips though, which is awfully nice of them. Pretty good roundup. Jumping back to Viz, they also announced they'll be adding 2 new manga to Shonen Jump, one being Bakuman with a period at the end, I don't know why, which is the next series from the folks who brought you Death Note, writer and artist. It's about 2 9th graders who decide to make a manga, which apparently doesn't kill people. Remember how they said there'll be a new Inuyasha anime this fall? Well, Viz has already licensed it. Wow. They also nabbed the supernatural series Kekaishi while they were at it. But yeah, Viz has already snapped it up. If you can't wait for more Inuyasha, and want to relive the first 13 episodes, and if you live in the US or Canada, head on over to the iTunes Music Store, or the iTunes Store now. You can download the first episode for free until August 31st. And the entire first 13 episodes is available for a total of $23. So, cool. 23 US bucks. Also in Rumiko Takahashi news, Google added a bunch of new themes for iGoogle, you know, their sort of Google desktop thing, or homepage thing. And among them is a theme for Takahashi's new RIN-NE, the new manga that she's coming out with, in a couple of months. Or I think, right now. Anyway, head on over to iGoogle. There's a new comics section, and you check it out there. Meanwhile, Osamu Tezuka's awesome samurai revenge manga, Dororo, which is where basically all samurai manga got started, kind of, won the Will Eisner Award for Best U.S. Edition of International Material at Comic-Con. Cool. Previous winners were Old Boy and Tekken Concrete, basically. But I've read it. Really good thing. Meanwhile, Hayao Miyazaki, is still a left-wing peacenik nutjob. The reason he didn't come to California to receive the Oscar for Spirited Away back in 2003, the Iraq War. Yeah. Seriously, I quote this from an LA Times blog interview. The reason I wasn't here for the Academy Award was because I didn't want to visit a country that was bombing Iraq. Yeah, that connects. Oh, Yen Press has a bunch of announcements. They'll be adding a whole slew of manga. Darker Than Black, Romeo and Juliet, Bunny Drop, Sasameki, Omamori Himari, My Girlfriend's a Geek, also known as Fujoshi Kanojo, Otome, not just Otome, Dragon Girl, Natsukashi Machi no Rosion, and Kobato, which I haven't heard of either. Let's see. The Tonight Show. Oh, this is cool. The Tonight Show ran a skit about Bang Zoom Entertainment, where Conan O'Brien and Andy Richter actually like dub a few scenes from the original Ghost in the Shell movie. Like really, the original Ghost in the Shell movie. Like they do the opening sequence and the puppet master showing up. Tony Oliver directs them. He was Rick Hunter from Robotech, and like he's produced tons and tons of stuff. He's been doing anime like forever. And awesomely, hilarity does ensue. It's actually a fun sketch. And you can check it out at the ridiculously long URL, which I'm going to post to the sidebar, or that sidebar. And with, AnimeNews.biz also has announces a giveaway with terrible timing considering the San Diego Comic-Con. They're going to be giving away a couple copies of the side-scrolling action PC game Suguri. Head on over to AnimeNews.biz for more info on how you can get enter to win a copy of those. Some interesting newspaper stuff. You know those full-size pillows that have like scantily clad anime girls printed on them? Sometimes not even clad anime girls. Sometimes they're like 10 years old. Well, there's this really fair article in the New York Times, and no, I'm not being ironic, it really is good, about how some Japanese otaku get sort of attached to these pillows. Like they have sex with them. But seriously, the article is really very nicely level-headed about the whole thing, but it still maintains this is weird vibe, but a really good article, like multiple pages, worth reading. In another newspaper, USA Today this time, has a nice profile on the upcoming Astro Boy CGI movie. Quotes in there, and very, upbeat. Are real reporters like getting anime now? I mean, what happened to the times when all this stuff would be, gee, there's this anime thing and it's made in Japan and it's very odd and otaku all like to, have sex with their figurines. I don't know. It's gotten like legitimate or something. Speaking of legitimate anime, so Japan's Prime Minister Taro Aso is a manga otaku. He's admitted this. And his party's kind of in trouble. Not doing very well politically. So what do? They release a political attack ad on TV. An anime political attack ad. Yeah. And it gets 219,000 hits in a week. Will it have any effect on the politics? Probably not, but it's funny. And finally, in anime news, besides a few deaths that I don't really want to dwell on, but quite sad, some cool news. Afro Samurai Resurrection has been nominated for Mother Effin' Primetime Emmy. Yeah! So that's the news for this week, and until next time, remember, this hand of mine burns with an awesome power.